Now, in South Africa, head lice is common among children, and this topic has recently made media headlines due to the serious and negative effects of certain toxic anti-lice shampoos currently on the South African market. However, like in many other parts of the world, there are three types of lice found on humans: head lice, body lice, and pubic lice, of which they feed by piercing the skin with tiny needle-like mouth parts, but cannot burrow into the skin. We're now joined by Professor Heinz Melbourn, one of the world's leading experts on parasites from Germany. Professor, good morning to you. Welcome.
Morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
So, tell us about lice. What are they actually?
They are insects. They have 6 legs, but they have no wings, and they have not, like the fleas, jumping legs. So they have the only chance to be transmitted by head-to-head contact, hair-to-hair contact.
Okay.
These are the head lice. But the body lice, you can get them by changing the clothes, and the pubic lice by sexual intercourse or something like this. But in any way, like in your country, the whole European community, the children are full of lice, because of course they have very often playing together, and they have hair-to-hair contact.
So they live mainly in the hair or in the body?
The head lice live exclusively at the hair, and they suck all 2 to 3 hours blood just at the skin, and then the females run as soon as they can at the end of the hair and wait for contact to another body in order to change the host, in order to spread. So they spread all over the world.
Okay.
So they're everywhere. In every climate you will find these lice.
So can they be transmitted from pets to humans?
No, this is completely excluded. Pets have their own lice, so they may go from cat to cat or dog to dog, but not from human to cat or inverse. These are completely different. They will never stay on your body.
Are they dangerous, the lice?
The head lice, not dangerous in the real sense, because they do not transmit agents of diseases, but the body lice, yes. But the head lice make lots of problems for families, because the children don't sleep. They are tireless, because they have scars in their head, and so they feel the moving, they're itching, and the other thing, and the scratching, and they introduce bacteria. And on the other side, also in the schools, in the child yards, those children are mobbed, because there's a myth that people having lice are dirty. This is not wrong, absolutely not wrong. Everybody can get lice. My children always had lice.
Can get lice.
Everybody, when you are going to subway, very close to people, or in the school, in the children, they play, they read together and have hair contact. So the problem is, it's very easy to get lice, but it's heavy to get them away.
Now, how do you get rid of them? Can you get rid of head lice or body lice?
So you cannot get rid of them by only a shower. You must use really a good anti-lice product which kills the lice. And there it's important to have one which is active, which is good for the skin, and which is not toxic, and which is not making any harm to the body. And so in our offspin and the university, we try to develop from plant extracts to avoid these things, like those products which are inflammable, or those products which are toxic. For example, lindan in the European community is now completely forbidden, because in case of overdosage, which is easily done by ladies doing too much for their children, they can overdose it. So it's forbidden, actually. And thus, the thing is, you have to use a safe and really good...
How often must you use that product?
So in general, you must use it twice. That means you kill today the adult ones, and then in the nits, they are the larvae in, they are not affected. So to be sure, you have to treat it a second time at the end of 10 days, because then this is a time where the larvae may hatch from the eggs.
Yeah. Does this mean you must use it every 10 days?
No, you must use it in case you have a good product, like for example what we developed from Pixan, from a neem tree. Then you have to use it today, and in 10 days, and the things are gone.
And then they're gone for how long?
They're gone.
They're gone forever.
But not forever, but the thing is, you must know that on the next day you can be reinfected by other bodies. So you have to treat your family, and also you have to ask the mothers of the other child also to treat them or to check them whether they have lice.
Now, in South Africa, there's been some controversy around some anti-lice products. Are you aware of that problem?
Yes, I'm aware, because of course, we are checking all the products in the world, United States, but these are the same controversials in European community.
Okay.
And
what is the key element in the
key element is that some of them are inflammable.
Okay.
So when you put them on the skin, even they are not inflammable on the table, when you mix them with the hair and you pass open fire, or when you have a fan, then your hair may become inflamed, and you cannot stop the flames with water. You have to cover it by a very serious, dangerous diseases, hurting of the skin.
Okay.
And the others is that there are very toxic ones which enter the skin.
Yeah. So what products do you suggest people use? How do people know that this is a suitable product?
So they should take contact to their pharmacist, and the pharmacist knows all these things. Yeah. And of course he should look on products which are new on the market, looking whether they are good for the skin, like for example, which we are promoting the Pixan, which is a basic on the natural. Not all natural products are acting. Yeah. Even may be poisonous, because plants do not like to be eaten by animals, so they develop poisons. But the pharmacist really knows what's going on.
Do you think society is doing enough to educate people about lice?
I think it's not doing enough. It must be done more in school and in child yards, so that there's no mobbing on the families or the children who have lice. As I know from my kids in the school, it's wrong that having lice is a sign of dirtiness. Yeah. Lice is a social problem in a community where people live close together.
Yeah. How do you know that you have lice or your children have lice?
Yes. So
what are some of the easy things?
The first sign is that the mother sees that the children are inquiet. They do not sleep well. But then they can check it, and they open the hair until the scalp and see whether there are very tiny eggs gluing at the hair, and whether they are crawling little animals. Then it takes a metal comb and comb it very often for at least 15 minutes on a white paper to get out some of those. Right. And then she knows, in case she finds one louse, she knows there's an infestation, and she must make a treatment, and at the same time ask the mothers of the other children that they also treat their kids.
So you say when you use the treatment, you use it twice within a period of 10 days?
Yes, 10 days. That is important, because then you exclude the next generation. Yeah.
You were talking about the danger of overusage.
Yes.
How do you know what quantities you use so that people can use the right quantities?
When you use it as is written on the package in these times, that you put it on your head. This time the dosage you have never overdosed. But when you use it daily, for example, or you use the double dosage or the triple dosage, and you have scares, then you may introduce, for example, these insecticides into the skin, and this is dangerous.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Professor Heinz Melbourn is a parasitologist joining us this morning talking about lice. Thank you very much for coming to talk to us. He'll be presenting seminars on lice, and if you'd like to know more, visit www.otcpharma.co.za for all the details, or you can call that number. There's their business card there during office hours. We're going to take a break. Morning Live continues.